Gaffer, with the 3 wins and 1 draw in the last 5 games, 4 clean sheets coming in that as well. How pleased have you been with recent performances?
Yeah, really pleased. The clean sheets gives us a real solid base to build from to go and try and win games of football. I thought last week away at Dunfermline we were outstanding in that area of the pitch defensively. When we were called upon, Gary Woods pulled off a great save, Zach Delaney makes a great block, and the rest of the back four and the 2 in front of that were solid. We're probably a wee bit disappointed with our second half performance. We never put a lot more pressure on Dunfermline, but credit to the boys, they defended really well.
Yeah, and not just the last 5 games, but obviously the first quarter of the league's out of the way now. Looking at those 9 league games so far, how would you reflect on them?
A bit mixed bag, albeit in that some decisions that went against us. And another day that the league table and our points tally could be a lot better. But like I say, it's a really tough division this season. Everybody's, in my opinion, pretty similar in terms of squad depth and squad quality. But yeah, we want to build. We're in a good place at the moment. 3 good performances in the bounce, 3 clean sheets in the bounce, and we want to build on that.
And heading into the Hamilton game tomorrow, of course it's going to be the 3rd time that we've faced them already this season. What have you been able to take from the previous encounters already?
Yeah, I think the first game here at Capello we were really dominant in the first 45 minutes. We know ourselves, we let ourselves down with the opportunities we created and we never took any. Second half, Hamilton came at us. Again, we started the second half pretty poorly, gave them an impetus in the game and they came at us. They had a couple of good opportunities. So did we second half, but in the first half performance alone the game's still been out of sight. And in the game just last week or 2 weeks ago, again was a really dominant performance for 90 minutes. Albeit we had a couple of good opportunities in the first 10 that they probably thought they should have took, and the game could have been a different outcome for them. But in terms of the performance 2 weeks ago, it was very, very good, and if we can get anywhere near that or replicate it, then I'm sure we'll be in for a good day and hopefully a good performance.
Yeah, looking at the most recent game against Hamilton, you mentioned they're wanting to try and replicate that performance, but going into it, how much of a different challenge do you now expect from Hamilton? Yeah,
well they'll obviously be hurting. They've lost 3 in the bounce. They'll be wanting to change that. Being a former player and knowing the club, they'll be hurting. They'll be wanting to come out and get going and try and change that losing run. They'll be wanting to get back to winning ways as quickly as they can, and they'll be seeing tomorrow as a good opportunity. But we have to go there with the attitude and the desire and everything it takes to win a game of football to try and get the 3 points. That's what we look for in every game, and we're going there tomorrow to try and do the same. We know Hamilton will try and come after us. I watched the game. First half against Falkirk, they were miles off it. That's obviously coming from their camp. Like I say, second half they've obviously got a jag and they've come out and performed better. They got an early goal in the second half, and it could have been different if they'd scored the cross for the corner. The keeper's made a great save. So we know what Hamilton can throw at us. We have to be ready for that tomorrow.
And we've got a busy schedule coming up as well. I think it's 6 games in the space of 3 weeks. How do you approach that type of tight schedule? Yeah,
we have to manage it pretty soundly. We've got 1 or 2 injuries at the moment, so we have to be careful on that front. We'll have to really be careful over the next period of games. We've got 3 games in a week coming up, then we've got a break, then we've got another 3 games in a week. So we have to try and manage the squad as best we can. We are carrying knocks, we are carrying injuries now. We have to try and get through this spell as best we can, and try and pick up as many points as we can with the squad that we've got. There's a few walking winded as well that are playing through the pain for me, or for us. So yeah, listen, it's going to be a tough period.